Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Investing for the Common Man. Here we learn not only how to save our money, but also be more efficient with our time. Today I'm going to give you a quick review of some of the best brokerage companies and investing software available in 2020, including any incentives that they might offer you to open an account. I will also give you my own recommendations on which platform is the best choice for you and the type of investing strategies that you plan to pursue. Before we dive in, I just want to take a moment to appreciate how rapidly many brokerage companies are evolving in our current information era to democratize the investing industry. Less than a year ago, almost every brokerage firm charged a $5 to $7 commission fee on every transaction. These fees added up very quickly and could cut drastically into the returns of independent traders. Today, commission fees are almost non-existent. Avoiding unnecessary fees, taxes, and other expenses is one of the keys to maximizing returns on your investment. The first app I want to talk about is not a platform that you can trade on, but it can be a great, quick source of information if you're an Apple user. That is the Apple Stocks app. This app comes preloaded on all Apple devices. It is very easy and quick to use since you won't have to log in every time you open the app. You can create a custom watch list and keep track of the companies that are important to you. In addition to easy-to-read charts, the app will also recommend recent financial articles specific to the companies on your watch list. Sometimes I've even found great deals on new items I've been shopping for because they make company headlines. This app isn't anything particularly special, but it is a good baseline to establish before we evaluate the software of other brokers. If you're an Android user, I'm sure you can find a decent app that is comparable on the Google Play Store. The first investing app I want to discuss is M1 Finance. This app is truly unique. Rather than focusing on the performance of individual stocks and funds, this app focuses on pies. It's term for the ratio of assets in a diversified portfolio. The app encourages you to explore and create your own pie, or offers you a selection of professionally designed pies to adopt or incorporate into your own custom pie. I found this format surprisingly compelling when I opened an account of my own. Here is a pie that I created that would have increased in value over 140% over the last 5 years. M1 Finance is one of the few brokers that offers fractional shares. This means that you can invest in expensive companies like Google, Amazon, and Tesla, even if you don't have enough cash to purchase an entire share. One of the really cool features that M1 offers is portfolio rebalancing. This means that as the assets in your portfolio appreciate at different rates, the app can automatically redistribute capital to restore the predetermined ratios or percentage breakdowns of your pie. This would require time and a fair amount of math to do on your own. The major downside of M1 Finance is that it doesn't offer you really anything in the way of charts to watch stock prices and evaluate the performance of your investments. You also do not get to control what price you buy into a specific stock or fund. The app will simply execute an order at the current market price, even if it's a high of the day or an all-time high. This is not particularly significant for long-term investors, but can somewhat decrease your returns. This platform is absolutely great for an investor who wants to spend as little time as possible researching, managing, and monitoring their investments. But this platform is really only viable for the buy and hold strategy that we discussed in my last video. I would not recommend this platform to someone who values transparency, flexibility, and liquidity. Alright, let's get to the incentives though. If you use my link in the description below, you will earn both of us an extra $10 to invest on the M1 platform. Okay, you know this wouldn't be a YouTube investing video if I didn't talk about the wildly popular app among millennials. Yeah, you guessed it. Robinhood. There's no denying the fact that Robinhood disrupted the industry of investing by being the very first platform to introduce commission-free trading. Robinhood also offers a very minimalist, beginner-friendly user interface that offers you useful information without cluttering up the screen. At a glance, you can check on the stocks on your watch list and quickly get the latest news for a particular stock, as well as some basic data. I particularly like consulting the previous and upcoming earnings diagram when I'm trying to decide what type of trade to make with an upcoming earnings report. Robinhood is great for those looking for a user-friendly platform to get their feet wet and build some experience trading with a small amount of money. I used to really dislike Robinhood because it was very limiting and lacked the flexibility of other platforms, but recent innovation and constant development of new features like instant trading, options, and fractional shares have helped narrow the gap between itself and the professional-grade trading software offered by the much larger, older, more experienced brokerage firms. Robinhood's quick growth has been fueled by their fun incentive program that offers a free, random stock valued between $3 and $150. You can get your free stock today by using my link in the description below to open a new account. This is a mostly positive review. However, I feel duty-bound to point out the fact that while I was working on this video, Robinhood had a system-wide outage that lasted an entire trading day on March 2nd, and another outage that lasted a few hours the next day on March 3rd. This is a really big deal, because it means that none of the 10 million plus users were able to access their accounts and buy and sell assets on March 2nd, which also just so happened to be the best day for the stock market in the past 12 years. That possibly means a missed opportunity for users to make hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. Now, I don't know if Robinhood will face fines or litigation because of this failure, but this is a major black mark on their reputation and reliability. These types of events are usually few and far between, but it's enough to possibly reconsider opening a new account. Alright, moving on. I want to talk about WeBull, which is an even younger platform than Robinhood. WeBull looks to tap into the same popularity among new investors as Robinhood by offering a polished, user-friendly mobile app and free stock incentives. Unlike Robinhood's minimalistic approach, WeBull offers more powerful and complex charts, data and tools, and an emphasis on community where you can see polling data on specific stocks from other users and a section where you can read and post comments on specific companies. I think that WeBull has created a solid product, but with more power and complexity comes a steeper learning curve and more visual clutter. They also offer software for Windows and Mac to run on your laptop or desktop. This is a great offering for power users that want to trade more actively or use technical analysis to draw lines of support and resistance on their charts. If you're willing to spend some time learning how to navigate WeBull and learn how to make the best use of charting tools and studies, then this app could be a good candidate for passive to intermediately active trading strategies. Not to be outdone by Robinhood, WeBull will offer you 2 free stocks, one of which can be worth anywhere between $12 and $1,400 if you'd open an account and deposit any amount of money using my referral link in the description below. I want to hit pause right here and take a moment to mention the fact that all 3 of these apps that I've discussed so far are free to use, but all 3 of them also will try to upsell you with paid subscriptions for extra features. Some of these add-ons are not bad deals, but I would generally try to avoid any recurring fees at all costs. Now that we've covered all the hip new kids on the block, let's talk about the titanic, time-tested brokerage firms that have been ruling the industry for decades. I'm talking about firms like Fidelity, Charles Schwab, Vanguard, and TD Ameritrade. It is very likely that your parents or grandparents have a retirement account with one of these 4 firms. All of these gargantuan brokers have greater resources and larger staff than any of the young investing startups. This means that they can offer more diverse services and phenomenal one-on-one consultation and customer service. I'm not going to go in depth about all of them, but I do want to highlight the one that I think stands head and shoulders above the others when it comes to trading platforms. So much so that I transferred my main account over to this broker from Charles Schwab a couple months ago. Drumroll, please. This outlier is TD Ameritrade with their thinkorswim platform. thinkorswim is the most powerful, versatile, and customizable trading software out there, with everything from screeners, heat maps, paper trading, company fundamentals information, and charting tools to an analyze trade tab to look at the risk, reward, and statistical probabilities of a potential trade. TD Ameritrade even has its own live TV station that you can stream directly from the trading software while you trade. Like WeBull, you can draw on the charts of specific stocks to mark key levels and note technical analysis indicators to quickly reference later. Many full-time day traders and option traders heavily favor thinkorswim for these reasons, but I haven't even gotten to my favorite part. As soon as you open an account with TD, even before you pay them a dime or deposit a single dollar, you receive unfettered access to a vast library of educational resources. This includes short instructional videos and extensive online courses that cover everything from the basics of trading specific asset types to advanced strategies and technical analysis skills. If you really want to dive in and invest some time into your own financial education, this is the place to do it. Generally speaking, as a millennial, I hate talking on the phone. But TD Ameritrade's one-on-one customer service is so good that now I never hesitate to pick up the phone if I have a question or issue with my account. After I opened an account, a representative contacted me to schedule a 45-minute one-on-one thinkorswim walkthrough and training session to help me learn how to get the most out of their software. thinkorswim shines best on a powerful laptop or desktop computer, but they also offer 2 solid mobile apps that offer great ways to monitor markets and your positions on the go. Now, if you know that you don't have that kind of time and are just looking to buy and hold and trade passively, you likely don't need all these bells and whistles. While there is no harm in having extra tools you don't use, the key is to find a platform that you are comfortable with and will encourage healthy investing habits. I understand that sometimes the sensory overload of flashing numbers and charts cluttered with unnecessary data can add unneeded stress and frustration. The last thing you want to do is burn out or start trading emotionally. There is no harm in opening a few accounts with different brokers. You can always close an account or transfer an account to another broker once you figure out that it isn't the right fit for your personal style of investing. Okay, that's it. Let's just do a quick recap. I went ahead and put these platforms in order with the most beginner-friendly on the left to the most powerful on the right. As you can see, I evaluated each of them for their user-friendliness, aesthetic, tools and data, educational resources, and versatility. If you decide to give one of these a try, please don't miss out on any of their incentives. If you have a friend already using one of these platforms, you can use their referral link, but I would be overjoyed if you use one of mine to support me and more quality content on this channel. If you would like a detailed walkthrough and tutorial on any of these platforms, let me know in the comments below and I'll make a video just for you. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy trading, everyone.